Hello everyone and welcome back to my real estate sharing episode. Today we are going to talk about whether it's the right time to buy a property or right time to sell a property at today's market. So for those who are new to this channel, I'm Chester Cheng and this is my real estate channel. Let's go! Now before we begin, according to the YouTube analysis, I am surprised to find out that 90% of the audience that are watching this channel is still unsubscribed yet. I appreciate if you can take a few seconds of your time to click onto the subscribe button and also click onto the bell icon so you won't miss all my future uploads. And if you're watching this video from other social media network, you can find my channel in the YouTube search bar by typing Chester Cheng Real Estate. So let's dive straight to the topic and let's talk about the position of the seller. Whether it's a good time to sell a property now or wait out in another 1 or 2 years time later. Well, the question is how urgent you want to sell a property. If you're not urgent or you have settled your bank loans, then probably you can wait out another 1 2 years, even 5 or 10 years down the road because there's no urgency. Well, if you plan to upgrade or buy another property but your current income commitment has exceeded your quota, well, you don't have much choice. You have to sell your existing property. That's pretty much a no-brainer. Now, however, if your current income can support another property without selling your existing property, then you have option. Now, to hold another 1 or 2 years or to sell it now, that's the big question mark. Now, it depends on what is your lifestyle. If you want to have a good lifestyle, you want to enjoy parties, that property will bog you down in terms of financial, then maybe you might want to consider doing so. Now, if you can rent your existing property at a good rental rate, then you might consider keeping it. Now, the question is whether you should sell it for a profit. Well, that depends on when you bought it. If you bought it 10 years ago, likely you make a 100% gain or maybe up to 200% gain. But if you just purchased a property like 5 years ago, 3-4 years ago, then my suggestion is you just keep it and hold out for the next 5 to 10 years time while you're renting it and get a good rental income. Now, the big question mark is whether the price is going to increase for the next 5 to 10 years. Likely, yes. Due to the weak ringgit and due to inflation, everything always goes up. Now, the big question mark is when should you sell the property? 5 years down the road, 10 years down the road? Honestly, nobody has a crystal ball. What we can tell is what is happening in the United States, especially the property market there has been crashing. Now, the big question is whether you should keep your property and hold it for the next 5 to 10 years. Now, the prank with you in real estate is always a long game. The longer you hold, obviously the higher the price is going to be for the next 10 years, 20 years because of inflation, because of a lot of other factors, and when is the right time to sell. To be frank with you, nobody has answer for that. Honestly, it depends on you. Nobody has the right answer, but obviously the longer you keep your property, the higher the value is going to be due to inflation. Now, there's a lot of internal factors we have to account for as well. Also, external factors like what is happening globally, supply chain issue, material costs have increased, and even our bank negara has increased the interest rate. Normally, the interest rate goes up, the property value goes down. So in short, the right time to sell a property pretty much depends on you and your current situation. There's no wrong or right answer. It pretty much depends on yourself. If you want to hold and wait for a long game, that's how real estate works in many cases. But you just want to flip for quick profit, I think this is the wrong timing for you. Now, this is a question I get a lot from my buyers and also from my seller, whether it's the right time to sell a property and whether it's the wrong time to buy a property. So there's no wrong or right answer, depending on what you are looking for. If you're buying for investment, I think it could be the right time because property price is currently quite stagnant and it may have dipped slightly also as well. Now, if you're looking to sell to make a quick gain, honestly, this is the bad timing for you as well. Maybe you need to wait a couple months or a couple years later for you to have a bigger gain, since there's a lot of external factors that is currently affecting the price of the real estate. Now, as for the purchaser, well, it depends on what you're looking for. If you're buying for own stay, there's no wrong or right answer. Since you're buying for family own stay, you're not going to buy for flipping purpose, then yes, anywhere at any time is a good time. Don't speculate and try to wait for the lowest price. Just buy and keep for the next 10-15 years. You will definitely get the gain that you want after that time period. So as a buyer, normally you buy for own stay, that would be different scenario as compared to buying for investments. So for example, if you're starting a family, definitely you need a place to stay for your children and also for your wife. So anywhere is a good place and anytime is also a good time. There's no wrong or right. Don't wait until the property price go up or down. That is called speculation. That is for the investor. For you, you're starting a family, find a place that you like the most, discuss with the owner, settle in between, and just buy the property you love. Don't wait until like 20 years later, 5 years later, and wait, hopefully the price will crash. Don't do that. It's a very bad advice. I have encountered buyers that want to buy for own stay, but they speculate on the pricing. They thought the price would go down. In fact, after 3-4 years hunting for property, the price went up, and they bought it for a much higher premium. So it's not good if you're buying to own stay and you want to speculate the price going up or down. Just buy the house you love, keep it, and hold it for the next 10-15 years where you build your family there. Maybe in the future, 10-15 years down the road, you feel that your family is growing and you need to upgrade to a bigger house like a semi or bungalow. Yeah, sell an existing terrace house and maybe get the money transferred to your bungalow instead. So there's no wrong or right in terms of buying for own stay. And for those who are looking to buy a property for long-term investment, you have to do your own due diligence. Honestly, I don't have an answer for you because there's too many internal, especially external factors which are currently surrounding our current time now. And of course, we have another group which are the short-term investors. Those are also purchaser anyway. But if you are looking to flip property in Malaysia for the next 5 years, I don't think so it's happening for you due to the RPGT. Unless you get a very dirt cheap price, then maybe you can consider that. So honestly, this video I'm making now is more for those who are looking to buy a property for their own stay, but they are pretty much undecided. They are worried about the price crashing. They are also worried about the price shooting up the roof. So I'm going to give you my personal observation as a real estate negotiator, what is happening currently especially in Selangor, KL. So I hope you enjoy and find this short sharing video informative. And if you like this video, give a thumbs up and also share this video to all your friends and family members who are looking to buy or sell property. This is a quite common Q&A question I get from my purchaser and also my seller who I meet physically outside or during house viewing. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.